Selby,
Frame number
remember, has won all
9.
5 of their previous
Zhang in the
meetings,
to break.
and only one of those was close.
Frame score at the moment 5-3. Zhang in the need only one frame. Mark needs
The
3
last 2
frames
frames
all to win
have
this
lasted
frame match.
71 minutes. Average frame time for the match now at 21 minutes and 42 seconds, so the pace has certainly slowed as we reach the sharp end of this semi-final.
Last 8 frame was the longest frame of the match so far in this
One
evening.
person who certainly will be rooting for Mark Selby tonight is Ali Carter, because of course if Zhang were to lose this match, Carter would be confirmed in the lineup for the Riyadh Masters coming up at the beginning of March here on Eurosport. That lucrative invitational event announced this week.
First time you will see
Zhang, though, now
snooker
just needing
stars
one of the
in
remaining
Saudi
3
Arabia,
frames to
Riyadh,
have a chance to play for the title, and if he were to win it, then he would be in that tournament at the expense of Carter.
from 4 to 6 March next month.
Very close.
Please make sure hit like this video and subscribe my YouTube channel. Another long pot attempt from Zhang, and you can see this time left a forced opportunity for Mark Selby. Beautiful. Slow down. Very unlucky.
Mark Selby won.
Good red from Selby, but just the 1 point. All he could do was leave Zhang's next shot with awkward cueing. pressure is obviously ramped up now for Selby, because he knows that he's got little room to manoeuvre from here. He knows that Zhang Anda is well capable of taking this match out in one visit. So mistakes must be kept to an absolute minimum from here. He's actually looked the stronger player for the last hour and a half of this match. But having lost that 8th frame, he's on the back foot again. It's a terrific pot. Terrific pot from Zhang. A real test of cueing that one. Gun barrel straight. And he passed the test. Excellent.
So
Stunned it
beautifully.
in.
Right in the heart of the pocket.
So, an early opportunity in the frame he needs to book his place in the final. How are the nerves? It's another good shot. And this is where he's been so good this evening. Started the match with a 129 clearance, added 80 and 69 and 84 to win frames 2, 3 and 4. Made a 56 break in the 5th.
9.
And then erred on a tricky black into this right corner pocket, and that's where the match changed. Mark Selby made a superb 62 clearance, then made 85 in the next frame, scrapped it out in the one after, and suddenly Selby was looking the more likely player at 4-3 behind. He had chances for 4 each, but what a vital little clearance it was
16.
just now from Zhang to restore some equilibrium, reassume control of the match, and now in control of the frame he needs for victory. Oh, hang on. What a miss.
Zhang Anda,
What
16.
a miss. That is a huge moment in this match. An absolutely routine red. but the minute he hit it, it looked wide. That was a chance to win the match, and Zhang has let it slip now. That is going to hurt if Mark Selby can make something substantial from this.
Zhang gonna slip that chance from his hand. Now it's chance for Selby.
And Selby knows that as well. The whole match could change again now. That is a really glaring error from Zhang. He can't believe it. Terrific red to get in.
7.
And he's handed the chance he created to his opponent.
Fourteen. 15. 22. 23. 30. 31.
'Painful moments for Zhang Anda. As good a temperament as he's got, he's going to be hurting at missing that one. It was by a distance the biggest mistake he's made this evening in terms of the simplicity of the pot. And given the juncture in the match as well, it was a chance to win. Will he get a better one? That's the
38.
question. That remains to be seen, but Selby going nicely at the moment in his bid to close to 5-4.
Yeah, sure.
Felt as though he got a
39.
heavy contact there, so he's asked Ben Williams to clean the cue ball.
Forty-six.
Couldn't have played that much better. Got loads of action on the cue ball to get in amongst the reds and open them up beautifully. So what a chance now for Mark
47.
Selby. He's overcooked that slightly. Wanted to be on the blue, but these are difficult moments for Zhang. He knows he's given up an opportunity there, a golden opportunity to win the match. And it's looking likely to be expensive. Got to try and forget it. prepare himself in case Selby makes a mistake here, but if he doesn't, just focus on the next frame. All well and good in theory, but much harder in practice. But that's not a great result
51.
for Selby to land that close to the side cushion, so he's got to be careful here, given the state of the table. One false move and Zhang could be in to win. There's pressure on this. Very good. Very good.
52.
That was a whole lot better than it looks.
Excellent.
It had to go, and it was never in doubt.
Still 7,
And should be a frame winner.
37 point ahead.
$59.
2 more red required for Mark Selby to clinch this frame.
$60.
Frame ball, and you've got to give
67.
credit to Mark Selby. He's stepped in like champions do and punished the mistake from Zhang, who's looking a bit fed up, and no wonder. What a chance he had there, which he created
68.
with the great long red to get in, but the red he missed. Well, he's barely missed one like that all season. And it's certainly going to hurt if he goes on to lose tonight from here. That one will sting for a while. But it's not over yet by any means, of course. He's still in front. Selby, though,
73.
closing in on his second century of this tournament. More importantly, getting himself back to within 1
74.
frame with 2 still to play.
$79. 80.
Very different frame to the previous 2, which were quite long drawn out affairs, particularly the one just gone, a 42-minute, which Zhang eventually won. And he seemed
86.
set for victory in this one before the short range red went astray.
88.
But this has been a very impressive response from Selby.
91.
1 easy miss from Zhang, and then Selby punished him very well.
95.
Century number 810 for Mark Selby. His 36th of the season.
This match.
It's an area of his game that is rather overlooked.
106.
Whenever Selby's name's mentioned, it's usually alongside words like determined and tenacious and fighting and battling, but he's a terrific break builder as well. You can't not be and have a CV like his, and that was pure class from Selby.
Frame number 10, Mark Selby. Take off. That one nice attempt from Selby. Sorry, Zhang and
One.
Bit unlucky to finish there.
very unlucky
Could
once
easily have been
again.
on a ball colour, but just going to be a safety. It's an excellent red from Selby.
Ground ball. Max Selby 1.
Very good shot indeed from Zhang and
One.
And it's another terrific pot.
what a nice
But
duck
no
from
position once
Selby.
again for Selby to go with it.
Very unlucky to not finish on black.
Max Selby 1.
So one of those frames where it looks like the safety is going to be played at the top end of the table. Reds gradually fanning out. And normally in those circumstances, whoever gets the first chance gets a frame-winning chance. In Zhang's case, of course, it would be a match-winning chance. Still, I'm sure, smarting from missing that red early in the previous frame, which allowed Selby in for a match-saving century of 113. Not the best at all from Zhang. Wanted that cue ball back to the top cushion. In the event, he's left it a good 10 inches off, but nothing easy for Selby. It does, however, make his safety that much easier, assuming there's no pot there. You want that cue ball tight to the rail. Not quite tight. Hence the slightly rueful expression on Selby's face, returning to his chair. If you can get that cue ball right on the cushion, it makes your opponent's next shot so much harder. The Reds now opening up very invitingly. A much better effort this time from Zhang. That's made Selby's life a bit trickier. he's going to try and do, though. Get the cue ball back to roughly where it is. On that cushion anyway. He's overdone that a bit, maybe. But not a bad result for Selby, even though the cue ball isn't tight to the rail. Now it's Zhang who's got the issue of leaving things safe.
Now there is a pot available for Zhang to left center. Does Zhang enough manage to take the risk?
Big shot this for Zhang Anda. So, after
Very good pot
protracted
indeed.
safety battle, it's Zhang who comes out on top of it by knocking in that red, and it had to go. There was bags of pressure on it now. What can he do with this chance? Plenty of reds available, of course. All of the high value colours are off their spots, though. Indeed, all 6 colours away from their spots, so it's quite a messy table, really. It's not straightforward to put something sizable together here, but at least it's a chance that he's created with that good opening red. Already, though, this is awkward, and he's very close to that red. We saw Ali Carter inadvertently foul the green in similar circumstances last night. So needing the rest. And he doesn't want to be potting too many yellows in this situation, because he's not doing much in the way of building a lead in that scenario. Pretty awkward. At least he can see the funny side. Very awkward. Be relieved to see the back of that particular pot, I think. Yeah, although the reds are scattered, it's not the best table. The yellow now going on the black
3.
spot. Highest available, because its own is taken by the red. The next red itself is not a gimme. Yeah, he never looked comfortable.
And under 3.
From the moment the first red went in, that seemed like a bit of a trial for Zhang. Shake of the head from Zhang. Not what he had in mind when he knocked in the initial red, just 3 to show for his efforts. But it is a very messy table. None of the colours anywhere near their spots. Could well do. Great pot. Great pot from Selby. He looks stronger again right now, even though he's still a frame adrift. Just come a little bit further than he wanted to on this red.
3.
It's potable, but trickier. Pretty unusual to see all but one of the reds in the bottom half of the table.
Six. Seven.
Just look like another longest frame of the match.
Selby immaculate with the rest in this tournament. He has a slightly different technique than a lot of players insofar as he'll hold the butt of the rest off the bed of the table in his hand, which
14.
is fairly unusual. Most players, I should say, would hold it on the table, but it clearly works well enough for Selby. Looking to engineer something substantial here in his bid to take this match to a deciding frame, which seemed so unlikely when he was 4-0 behind and Zhang was on a break of 56 in the 5th. Remember, Selby had only potted 1 ball before the mid-session interval and only scored 5 points, as against 388 against. It was completely lopsided, but things have changed pretty dramatically since then. about
15.
wriggled that one in. The position of the colours makes this a difficult table, but gradually Selby putting something together here. Having to work the cue ball.
22.
The black now on the pink spot.
$23.
So a chance now to get the blue back on its spot. Gradually the table reassuming some sort of normal order, albeit that the yellow remains on the black spot for now.
$28. $29.
And now with this pink, the pink will go onto the brown spot, so three of the colours very shortly will be on the wrong spots. It's been that sort of frame. Selby, though, gradually building a lead.
35.
Very useful one. He's got the insurance of the two reds that are tied up by the brown. And for Zhang Anda, well, I'm sure he's still thinking about the red he missed in the previous frame when he was in early. One of the simplest pots he will ever miss, and what a vital one, potentially.
36.
Selby can win this frame without need of those two awkward reds by the brown, but he's slightly hampered by them in playing this pink.
$42.
Two more red will be enough for Mark Selby to get over the line.
He can win it with high value colours off the two open reds. Currently 41 in front, so a couple of pinks would be enough to
43.
leave Zhang Anda needing a snooker.
49.
This red then and a blue would suffice. Zhang would need a snooker. Oh, but he's missed the red.
Oh no.
Oh,
Mark
would you
Selby,
believe it?
49.
Playing down for the black, but he's missed the red. He can't believe that. Pretty routine shot, really. He's overcut it. So, an unlikely reprieve. Selby can't believe he's missed that one. Zhang with a lot to do, of course, given the position of the balls. He's got to somehow develop the two awkward reds in close attendance to the brown, but should not really have got this chance. Well, he's managed to develop them pretty quickly, although he's pushed one down to the green. I don't know whether it passes. Don't think it
A
does.
beautiful pot, and he managed to open up reds, but very unlucky. The one
A
goes
bit
to
unlucky to push the
goes
red
to the
there.
green.
So 41 the deficit, 51
7.
remaining. Well, maybe that red does go.
Eight.
I think red close to the green. Portable in right pocket.
Clearly does. There remains the issue of the final red, and
14.
indeed the brown and green, none of which are straightforward. But it's an opportunity I'm sure Zhang didn't expect to get when Selby was addressing the red just now. It's a bad miss really from Selby.
15.
Only time will tell whether it proves to be fatal for his Players' Championship hopes. It would certainly be some clearance to win the frame and match at this visit for Zhang. That's a terrific shot. It's about as good as he could do, really, to develop the red as he has. It's not easy, though.
21.
.27 the deficit. So doesn't matter what colour he takes off this final red, he's still got enough points to play with. The pot itself, though, is tricky. Very good.
22.
Very good.
Another good pot from Zhang, and
So now thoughts begin to turn to the green, and from green to brown being a major obstacle. What a roller coaster this match has been. Zhang was all over Mark Selby early on, led 4-0 with 4 big breaks, including a century. Was within 2 pots of 5-0, and the match nearly being over. Selby roared back to 4-3. Had chances for 4-all. Zhang managed to pull away to 5-3. He had a great early chance in the 9th. Selby stepped in when he missed with a brilliant century. And now down to the wire in this 10th frame. Will it be the last, or will we have a decider? Another very good shot from Zhang. It's not getting any easier. The ground was always going to be problematic.
Where he wanted.
And of course he needs the 5 remaining colours
not wanted
for a famous
straight.
victory.
I think it's that straight. Little bit angle.
Yeah, it was always going to be very difficult to get into a position where he could pot the brown, but he's right back in the frame after Selby's surprise miss on the red just now to the left centre. A chance I'm sure he didn't expect to get. He was already thinking, no doubt, about the decider. Selby still can't believe he missed that red when he would have had the simplest of colours to clinch the frame thereafter. Now he's got to win this frame again.
Zhang under 32.
And it looks like Zhang's got the snooker behind the blue. So advantage Zhang.
Not very lucky for Zhang, and
Selby not only has to hit the brown, he's got to leave it safe, and this is a problem really of his own making. It was a pretty easy red that he missed. He seemed to have done all the hard work, all the spade work necessary in this frame to get it won, and then miss one of the easiest pots of the break. Good hit, but where is it going to end up? Where's it going to end up? Well, it could have been worse. It could have been worse for Selby. It may be potable, but it's super thin. If the brown hadn't rolled quite so far, it would have been a much, much more straightforward pot for Zhang Anda than this. This is missable for sure. And the cue ball's going to be running around the table if he does take it on. Yeah. On such fine margins, a match is won and lost. Selby was trusting to luck there as to where the brown ended up. It could definitely have been worse. Just the safety. So Selby dodged a bullet there. And of course he only needs one of these colours. The brown would suffice for Selby. Don't know whether he can get through to the brown. He can. And that's all he requires to force the decider. 16 in front, 22 left. overcut it. Where's the cue ball going? So Zhang Anda has an opportunity here. It's obviously a difficult brown, but if he can knock it in, it's a chance to win the match and book a place in the final. Terrific pot.
What a fine pot from Brendan there. He got almost
goodness.
a nice position.
Neither here nor there positionally. Once again, if that had rolled on another inch,
Little bit.
he would have been in a pretty
Turn
good
for the
position
shot.
to clear these colours. But it's a thin cut to the centre, and it's tricky to hold for the pink in the process. Oh, he didn't want the cannon, and he's missed the blue. He's missed the blue, and with it, he's missed the boat in this frame. Well, what drama.
Settle down now, thank you.
We're going
What
all
can
the
we say
way.
about that?
5.
And there was almost an air of inevitability about it from the moment that Zhang missed the tricky black when he was poised for 5-0. Mark Selby's powers of recovery unrivaled. This has been another dramatic frame on a night of drama. So we're going to a decider. Zhang Anda led 4-0, very nearly 5-0. Mark Selby, though, has battled his way back some way, somehow, to make it a one-frame shootout for a play.